Hello and welcome to another episode of Art Snacks. Today we're going to draw a horned viper. Oh my gosh, a horned viper. I wonder what that looks like. We're going to find out today. And we're going to start with just kind of I'm going to draw sort of an oval. Looks kind of like a biscuit. A biscuit. Kind of an oval, lightly so I can erase, right? Lightly so I can erase. Then I'm going to look at this thing and I'm going to put a circle like right here. A circle. Okay. Circle. Right. And then back here, I'm going to add a little, and make this just kind of go off like this. So, and that's the snake's body. We're not going to draw the whole body this time. We're going to concentrate on this snake's head. And this is a kind of snake, right? A viper. Viper. What is a viper? I want you to see if you can find out what a viper is. What a viper is. Now, up here, we're going to make a little curve here. Curve. That curve is going to come down. It's going to run along the length of its head. Right? We're going to go up this way, and over here there's going to be a bump. Now that bump is the other eye on the other side, but we're going to go ahead and go this way and go on past it. Right? But right about here, we're going to come up like this, and we're going to make what? A horn. A horn? Oh my gosh, there's a horn on the snake. The snake has a horn. That's crazy. Now above this eye, we're going to make another one of those, and it's going to go this way. A horn, right? Let's go back over that circle there and make it into an eye. Okay, to make it an interesting eye, we're going to make the pupil kind of look like that right there. Okay. Now there's some shape to this snake. It kind of comes down. I'm going to make this kind of a bumpy thing going back this way, right? And kind of bumpy coming down this way. And there's two nostrils, 1, 2. And underneath here, this is like bottom of the mouth. It's going to come and disappear this way. Okay. Now this head will come on back and flatten out and become part of the body. It goes off this way. Okay. Now that's pretty clear, right? I mean, it's pretty clear. You can see that pretty clearly. But we're going to make some scales. So around the eye, we're going to make some little scales. Okay, and then around this, we're going to make some more scales. And around those, we're going to make some more scales. Now this is one of those things that's fun to do when it's raining outside, you can't go to recess, you need something to do that's fun, it's going to take a while. This is one of those things that might take a while if you make all these scales. Some kids don't make all the scales, they just don't do very many details, and that's okay. That's okay. But if you want to make lots of details, you can. And that's the kind of stuff that gets you noticed because, you have to be patient to do that. And that's when good artists are born, when they're patient and they start doing lots of good stuff, extra stuff that other people just don't do. I'm going to make some little bumps here. I'm going to make some scales on this side. Now to make that eye look better, I'm going to make it dark along the edge and lighter toward the middle. Lighter, 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 lighter. And dark over here, and lighter, 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 to make it look more 3D. And that horn, I'm going to make it dark, lighter, lighter. And this one, dark, lighter, lighter. This side, a little bit dark down here. And underneath here, a little darker, lighter as it comes up. Darker on the bottom. Now, where do these creatures live? Where would you find a horned viper if you were looking for one? And I would say you probably shouldn't, but if you were. Now, underneath this, I'm going to make a shadow. And that's just dark. I'm going to make it dark so it looks like the sun is out and it's crawling along the ground. That's not part of the viper. That's just the ground underneath the viper. Dark shadow. Now that makes the viper stand out against the ground, see? And what kind of ground? Well, sand. Sand, kind of a deserty looking landscape. Now let's pick some colors. I'm going to pick a green and a yellow and kind of a tan and a gray. And where's my green? Okay. I'm going to do something kind of weird. I'm going to hold a bunch of my crayons together at the same time. What I'm going to do is pretend that recess is in 10 minutes and I still want lots of beautiful colors. So I'm going to hold a bunch of them in my hand at the same time. And I'm going to do lots of scales at the same time, lots of colors at the same time. If you can't hold 4, you can hold 2 or you can hold 3. But I'm going to hold a few here and see if I can just make some quick marks. But I'm not going to go over the eye. I've stayed inside my lines, but all my colors kind of came together. And I can turn my angle too, and I can try it from the other way to get different colors in different places. What happens is I get really interesting colors that I usually would have taken a long time to get if I'd taken one color at a time. Right? So, while you're doing that, we're going to take a look here at some facts about the horned viper. This is a desert horned viper. Okay, it has an anvil-shaped head and horns, cat-like eyes, and a lot of people think this is a very interesting animal. It lives in a desert range from North Africa into the Middle East, and it played a prominent role in some ancient civilizations, the Egyptians, who embalmed desert horned vipers' bodies. And according to Greek historian Herodotus, the snake's mummies have been discovered at the ancient city of Thebes on the banks of the Nile River. This snake obviously captured people's imaginations. Typically just under 2 feet in length and a cylindrical body, narrow neck, and thick midsection and a tapering tail. Its head is broad and flat and round-snouted with a center-ridged or keeled scales, forward-set moderately large eyes, and vertical pupils like those of southwestern rattlesnakes. They're yellowish, brownish, and reddish to grayish colors, often matching the color of the surface of the soil, darker, more or less rectangular patches along the back. And let's talk a little bit about the venom. They're not usually fatal when they bite you, but they can have serious consequences. The venom, according to a published report in the Oxford Journal of Medicine, has more than 13 different toxins, a witch's brew of poisons that may vary in a mix by geographical location. Wow, that's a lot of interesting stuff. I'm going to go ahead and add some brown to this background. Give it a little more color. Let me add some black in here too, just to kind of make it interesting. Remember, it lives in a desert environment. What biome is that? The what biome? Of course. All right, and that is, my friends, the horned viper. See you next time.